we definitely have to do a complete craft room reset. Hot cocoa with tiny marshmallows. Welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. We're starting Vlogmas today with some hot cocoa with teeny tiny little marshmallows. They're so good. This might be controversial, but I really love the marshmallows that are like, I don't even know what you'd call them. They're almost like freeze-dried marshmallows. They're like the little bitty like crunchy ones that come in the hot cocoa packs. We bought that separate from the hot cocoa so we can like add them into our hot cocoa, and they're so delicious. Look at that hot cocoa. Are y'all gonna judge me if I spend another day fully in my pajamas? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's like noon right now. I got up earlier, I had my coffee, I did some editing, did some reading, and I was about to like get ready for the day and then start my Vlogmas video, and I was like, I just want to wear pajamas all day. And I recently found these pajamas that mom got the whole family a few years ago. And I was like, I fear it's another PJ all day. Today, I think we need to do a little bit of a reset because y'all, the craft room is such a mess after wrapping Tilly's little box present things and making the paper chains and the paper snowflakes. The craft room is really bad. So I think today we are going to start with a craft room reset. Then we might actually wrap some holiday presents, because now that I have Tilly's present boxes under the tree, I really want to start putting a bunch of other presents around it and really fill up under the tree. And I believe we have another full-size wooble to do today. So if you are just now joining us on our Vlogmas journey, well, for one, welcome to the Sunflower family. My name is Auna. Normally we do new videos every single Monday, but this year, for the first time, we are doing Vlogmas, which means a new video every single day from December 1st to December 25th. So if you're new here, you might not know that for the first 12 days of Vlogmas, we have been opening the Woobles Advent Calendar. Now, I've been crocheting for 25 years, but I had never tried the Woobles before, and y'all have been asking me for years. I was about to say for months, but let's be real, it's been for years that y'all have been asking me to try the Woobles. This is not sponsored by the Woobles, but I'm officially a huge fan, and I do think that the Woobles is a good way to learn crochet if you are a beginning crocheter. And as far as we understand about the Woobles Advent Calendar, there are 12 days in the Advent Calendar, and 4 of them are full-size Woobles. And we can pretty much tell by looking at the sizes of the box which one are the full-size Woobles and which one are like the tiny Woobles. And I think day number 7, which is today, is a full-size wooble. So let's go do a craft room reset, let's wrap some presents, and let's make a wooble. Oh yeah, this is comedically a mess. We definitely have to do a complete craft room reset. So yes, the craft room still looks like a mess, but now it's like an organized mess where I have everything I'm going to actively be working with out, and it's just so much more usable now, so much more usable. I think what I'm going to start doing today is wrapping the presents for the littles in my life, and then we might look through my thrifted items that I'm going to be gifting and see like which one of those are already ready to be wrapped versus which ones do we need to like do things to. Now my regulars know that this year I'm not buying any new Christmas presents. I can thrift gifts or I can make them, but I'm doing my best not to buy anything new. So you may be looking at things like the sea monkeys. I mean, like, well, obviously, like, you bought the sea monkeys, you didn't thrift those. I guess you could in theory find, you know, sea monkey aquarium and thrift it. Well, these things that are for the littles in my life were actually things that were mine that I didn't end up using. And I do mean mine as an adult because I believe in keeping your inner child alive. Like the sea monkeys, for example. I went through a big sea monkey phase a few years ago. I had multiple different sea monkey aquariums. It was so much fun. And then once the last sea monkey aquarium, you know, ended up dying off because they sadly don't live forever, I never made this next one. And I think my nephew would absolutely love it. I asked his mom and she was like, yes, he would absolutely love it. And I do have other littles in my life that I think are going to like these other things as well. So let's wrap these up using this stitch paper that I got because all the littles in my life are obsessed with stitch right now. I've been a little bit nervous to talk about this on film, the fact that I'm kind of not even re-gifting. There are things that, you know, I had for myself that I just know I'm not going to use. I've been a little bit nervous to show myself like re-gifting these. Once again, it's not even re-gifting. It's just, you know, not particularly buying something new for the gift. But then I'm like, why should I feel guilty? I have littles in my life that I know are going to absolutely love these different things, especially this magic mixie. I did a few magic mixies a few years ago. Absolutely had so much fun with them. And this is a brand new one that I have not opened. I know my niece is going to love this. So anyways, I'm like, why in the world should I feel guilty about, you know, giving these presents that maybe I didn't specifically buy for them, but they're still going to absolutely love them. Now I know none of these in particular are opened or used, but maybe this is controversial, but even me, like as an adult, if someone in my life gave me something for a present that they'd had for years and they just knew they weren't going to use it anymore, but they thought I would love it, I love that. I think that's so cool. And like, I don't know if that's a controversial thought or not, but I guess it's like more direct thrifting. It's like something that I'm not going to use anymore, or something that's just been sitting in my closet for years, and now I get to give it a new life by giving it to somebody who's hopefully going to love it. Oh wait, this one thing actually is technically re-gifted. But let me explain. So I got this giant chess set for Josh a few years ago, specifically to play chess with our nephew, who is about to turn 4 years old. And sadly, his nephew moved away, but we are going to be seeing them over the holidays. So I am going to be gifting this giant chess set now to his nephew. So whenever we come visit, Josh and our nephew can play chess. So it's going to be given with the same intention that I originally gifted it for, only now it is going to be with our nephew, not here with Josh. And yes, Josh does know and approve of this plan. I don't really feel like any of my ribbon work well with this. Gold might be good. I think I'm gonna go with the gold. I got so much ribbon whenever Joann's was going out of business, RIP. I feel like I'm genuinely still like mourning the loss of Joann's. I just, why did it have to be Joann's? Is anyone else's mom just like amazing at tying bows? My mom is so good at tying bows. And then I'm over here just like, man, if I can just do some bunny rabbit magic, I'm happy. I think everything else I need to wrap for Christmas are things that I thrifted, because this year, like I said, I'm doing Thriftmas. So, like I always say in my short form Thriftmas videos, if you know me in real life, skip this part of the video. Just skip it. Because I don't want your holiday present to either be spoiled, or you think that something is for you and then it's actually for someone else, and then you get sad. That's the one that I'm really nervous about. I don't want someone to be like opening their gift and be like, oh, it's this thing, not that thing. Be like, sorry, that was for somebody else. I think I found really, really cool things for everyone in my life. So let me show you what I've thrifted so far, and then I'll tell you like how I'm going to be gifting it, and we can go ahead and wrap the things that don't necessarily need to be like styled or altered in any way before wrapping them. First of all, we have some books. I'm so excited about these finds. There's someone in our life that loves Edgar Allan Poe, and I found Edgar Allan Poe's complete tales and poems for $3 at Thrift Smart. And so I'm very excited. I can honestly go ahead and wrap this. This person loves the Grinch, so I think I'm gonna use one of my Grinch wrapping papers for this. At Thrift Smart, I also found these Nancy Drew novels. These are from the 50s. I love the aesthetic. And when you look on the inside, just like, look how gorgeous. Let me show you the other one. Literally so beautiful. I'm not sure if this person likes Nancy Drew, but I feel like they like Nancy Drew. I could be so wrong, but I think so. And I just think even if they don't, these are just such pretty like coffee table books, and they are vintage and they are beautiful, and they are, what is it now, like 75 years old, I think. So literally gorgeous, such cool finds for, once again, $3 each at Thrift Smart. Another person in my life loves decorating with snowmen, and also has a bunch of like crocks around their house. I don't know exactly what you call them. I think they're just called like crocks, just kind of like big ceramic, like round things that you put stuff in. And so I found this snowman, small little like kind of crock, and I thought it was so cute. I don't know if this is old or just made to look old, but it was literally $1. at Treasure Hunters, and I was like, this is so cute. I need your advice on this one because I can't decide if I should rhinestone this or leave it be. So one of my friends loves pink, and I have her multiple like small pink things, and one of them is this vase that is a shoe. I'm trying to decide if I should rhinestone this with pink rhinestones and silver rhinestones. Everywhere that's silver would be silver, everywhere that's pink would be pink, or if I should just leave it. I washed it really, really well, but like I feel like there's just scuffs on it, and I just think maybe it would look really cool if it was rhinestoned. So what do you think? Now, a few days ago, whenever we were thrifting in the video, we talked so much about like thrifting for the holidays and specifics about thrifting for gifts and how to kind of prepare things and clean things. But something I didn't talk about was I really want to make sure that I'm getting my friends things that they need, things that they're looking for. And so I told a few of my friends that I was doing Thriftmas. I was like, hey, I want you to know that I am doing Thriftmas this year. I'm thrifting things for the holidays, and I'm gonna be thrifting you some things. And so I literally asked them to send me Pinterest boards. I was like, basically, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to send me a Pinterest board of things that you're looking for, things that you really want in your life, send me a Pinterest board, kind of give me something to go off of. And maybe that's weird to like ask people for something like that, but like if I have a friend that already has like 200 sweatshirts, and then I see a sweatshirt in a thrift store that reminds me of them, I don't want to get them another sweatshirt if they're not like actively kind of looking for another sweatshirt, you know? So having my friends send me Pinterest boards was so helpful. And on this friend's Pinterest board, she also had like vintage pink sunglasses, which I found for $1, maybe $2, also at Thrift Smart. She also had some little pink, just like, I don't know, trinket dishes and candles and stuff. And I love this. I think I'm going to turn this into a candle. I have some like wooden wicks that you just like glue to the bottom. And then I have some candles that I think I can actually melt down and pour in here to turn this into a candle. And speaking of turning things into candles, I also want to turn this into a candle and this into a candle. Someone in my life's whole kitchen is like this red color. Basically everything they have in their kitchen is red. And I was like, oh my gosh, this as a little candle for the kitchen. And then when you're done with the candle, you can just like, you know, clean it out and have this little dish for your kitchen. Like, it's so cute. Just this tiny little crock pot. I also really like to try to find like very specifically personalized things for people. So one of my friends just got a cat. She's obsessed with her cat, as you know, we all are. And her cat is a black cat. And my friend's favorite colors are orange and green. So for starters, I found this mug with a black cat on it, and the mug is orange and green, which is just perfect. And then I also found this black cat picture frame, and it has a little place there for a collar. I think I'm gonna use my metal stamping kit to stamp out her cat's name and put a little tag with her cat's name on this picture frame, and then print out a picture of her cat to put in this picture frame. And then I can give her these two things. I feel like any cat parent would love this, but especially since this is like the first year that she just got her cat, I just think this is gonna be like such a cute personalized gift. And this is why I love Thriftmas, y'all. Like, I got both of these things for, I think, under $7. It is so personalized, it is so cute, and it's like not something I would have thought to look for, you know? Like, I know that my friend just got a black cat, but I wouldn't have thought to search for like black cat mug, but in a thrift store, I could find it, which is really, really cool. Same thing with like the picture frame. I never would have thought to search for this. Something I feel like is so hard to shop for is like Dirty Santa, White Elephant, Yankee Swap. What do you call it where you're from? I always grew up calling it Dirty Santa, and then Josh's family called it Yankee Swap. And then I feel like when I moved to Nashville, a lot of people called it White Elephant. So let me know what you call it. Anyways, White Elephant, Yankee Swap, Dirty Santa. It's always hard to know like what to get. And so I have an idea for it this year for Josh's family, because I found these little crystal wine glasses at the thrift store for $2 a piece. And hear that ding? That means that they're real crystal, which makes me feel really fancy having these little like crystal wine glasses. Anyways, I thought it would be so cute to make a little like charcuterie basket kind of a thing. So I have a basket that I'm going to put like a couple like kitchen towels in, like nice kitchen towels. I'm gonna have these little wine glasses in it. I'm going to have a bottle of bubbly and a bottle of non-alcoholic bubbly. And then I'm going to go to the Nashville Farmers Market and pick up a couple like little jams, like local jams, local honeys to like add to it. So it'll be kind of like a little bubbly charcuterie picnic basket with these little crystal glasses. I think it's gonna be really fun. Now, obviously, a lot of these things I'm not ready to wrap yet because these just need to go like in the basket with everything else. Same thing for my friend that I got all of the pink stuff for. I'm trying to figure out how I want to like wrap all of this together. I haven't figured it out yet. I also found my pink friend, we're just gonna refer to her as my pink friend, she would love it. I also found my pink friend a Juicy Couture pink purse thrifting that is so cute. So maybe we'll find a way to like wrap all of this together that's really cute. Can't wrap the candles until we make them, but we can go ahead and wrap our snowman crock and our books. I feel like I'm missing something. All of the clothes and the purses. Wait, I'm missing so much thrift and stuff. Okay, maybe I'll show y'all that tomorrow. They're all downstairs. I thrifted, I think, 4 different purses for gifts, which I need to still clean. I like to make sure that I fully clean everything before gifting them. So for example, for the books, I always freeze them. If you are buying secondhand books, make sure that you always freeze them because books can have book lice or bookworms that could eat through all of your books. So whenever I thrift books, whether it's for myself or for a gift, I always freeze them. Make sure that you're doing it though in a way where the condensation can't get into the books and damage the books. So I personally like to put my books in a bag and then in another bag so it's completely sealed tight, some sort of a Ziploc bag, and then leave them in the freezer for at least 72 hours to make sure all of the book lice are gone. Anything like this, I hand wash if it needs to be hand washed or run it through the dishwasher if I can. Anything clothes or cloth, I throw straight in the wash right when I get home. But purses are a little bit more difficult. So I like to tie up the purses that I get and leave them be for like 3 to 7 days to try to kill anything that might be on them. But then I'm also going to go in with some disinfectant wipes and like wipe everything down and clean everything. I do need to do some research though into exactly how to clean the different types of purses that I got, because one of them is like a leather Coach purse and I don't want to like damage the leather by putting something on it that shouldn't be on it. But they're all like in amazing condition and like super clean. I just like to be super careful whenever I'm gifting anything that is secondhand because I don't know, where things have been in their past life, and I never want to discourage someone from thrifting or giving thrifted gifts because I'm very passionate about that, and I think that there is such like a negative connotation that can come with buying things secondhand, that they're old or it's gross or it's dirty, and I don't want me not cleaning something properly to be the reason that somebody else feels weird about thrifting, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's the purses that I got. What else did I get? I also thrifted some clothes. 3 of the jean jackets I am going to be painting on or embroidering on. I'm not sure yet. I have a few friends that are musicians and I want to put their names like on the back of the jean jackets, and they're all friends like with each other so that I can give them all 3 of the jean jackets together. I think that's going to be super cute. And then there's another jean jacket I got for someone that I have this idea where I'm going to be like cutting out the back of the jean jacket and adding a crochet piece in. That might be a little bit over ambitious with everything else that I'm working on, but I really want to try it. I think that it would be so cute. So all that being said, we will go through the rest of the thrifted items in a future video. For today, let's just go ahead and wrap these last few things, and then I think it's time for us to make today's wooble. Like I mentioned yesterday, I feel like I'm not like good at wrapping presents. I feel like they always look really messy, but to make up for that, I like to wrap things in like unique ways. So I love how this one turned out. It's so cute. And then I also love using brown like shipping paper, like the stuff that comes in to like pad your packages. I love using that as wrapping paper. Last year I exclusively used it as wrapping paper, but this year the Grinch and the Elf and the Stitch wrapping paper at the Dollar Tree did get me. I didn't end up caving, but I'm also like ordering way fewer packages this year since I'm mainly like thrifting my gifts instead of ordering things. So this little scrap was the only shipping paper I could find around my whole house. So I will be saving it as I do inevitably order more things over the next 2 weeks before the holidays, and hopefully use it more as paper because I love not only, the reuse aspect of it, but also just like how rustic it looks. Last year I had like a snowflake stamp and I did snowflake stamps all over it, which was really cute, but honestly, even just the brown paper looks so good, especially when it's stacked like this. Like that is so adorable. I even like that it's kind of like all wrinkled. It looks just like this vintage paper. It's so cute. Look how adorable that turned out. I think it's time to go put some presents under the tree and then we'll make our wooble. Now that I got all of the presents under the tree, I have an idea. I think we need to rearrange everything. So if you weren't here yesterday I wrapped these boxes that Tilly loved to put them under the tree so she could play in them. And she's been playing down here in this one nonstop, but she hasn't yet gotten into her second part of the tower. And I just don't think she's gonna climb up in there, but I'm wondering if I put this one on the floor, if she would be more likely to go into it. I even put like a little felt blanket inside there. What if we move it around to where this is on the floor? Hey Tilly, you wanna come check this out? Oh, what is it? Do you wanna go inside? You wanna go inside here? Good girl. Instantly. Okay, that officially makes the decision for us. This present has to also be on the floor. Good girl, your baby in a box. Hi, can I see your cute face? Oh, you're such a cute face. Oh, she's coming out. All right, let's move these around. I think this is perfect. We've got the presents under the tree, some stacked on top. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Is it Tilly approved? Oh, is Tilly rejected? Tilly rejected, oh no. It's officially that time of night for the Woobles! If this is your first Vlogmas video of mine, we have been doing the Woobles advent calendar, and y'all had never done a Wooble before, and y'all had asked me a million times to try the Woobles. Well, I now love the Woobles. The Woobles have been so much fun. There's only been one thing, one little detail that I haven't been insanely happy with the Woobles advent calendar. Don't get me wrong, I have absolutely loved doing it. It's been so much fun, but I just like, I don't know why I think getting like the holiday advent calendar, I thought it was gonna be like some form of holiday themed animals. Like all the teeny tiny Woobles that we've done, which I think there have been 4 so far, have been kind of like toy or candy themed with like a yo-yo, a piece of candy, a toy car, what else? A spinning top. But our animals have been an alpaca. Hey, look at that, I didn't call her a llama this time. And a beaver, and I love them so much. They are so cute. But I think I just thought that we were gonna be doing like snowman or a gingerbread man or a penguin or a cardinal or like a reindeer. Like a reindeer would be so much fun to do. I just thought we were going to be doing, I don't know, a polar bear, like some form of holiday themed animals. And maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the alpaca, maybe we're using the alpaca wool to like knit sweaters. Maybe the beaver is helping chop the wood in Santa's workshop. Maybe I'm just like missing something here, but I don't know. I just kind of thought there might be like winter themed animals, even just looking at the front of this with like the penguin and the cardinal and the bear. But so far we have not, but we will see what today is, because today, day number 7, is another one of our full-size Woobles. At least I think it is. So basically just looking at this, I knew that there were supposed to be 4 full-size Woobles in here. Day number 1 and day number 4 were both bigger boxes. Those were our first 2 full-size Woobles. And now day number 7 is a big box, and it looks like 10 is the biggest box of all. So I'm really, really curious about day 10, but I'm not letting myself look. I'm not letting myself look. And whenever I'm coming across a video where someone is opening all of them at once, I skip. I just skip the video. So day number 7, let's see what we have in store. Here's our box number 7. Look at the yarn coming through the pipe. That is so cute. Tool shed rules. Measure twice, cut once, /chew once. Wait, that's so cute. Okay, wait, maybe that is why the beaver is working in Santa's workshop. Maybe the beaver is cutting the wood. Okay, that would make more sense. All tools must be returned before cocoa breaks. Whistling while working is encouraged. Personal projects must be approved by the 4-elf. That's cute, like foreman. Beware of runaway toy wheels and loose marbles. Leave your paw prints, but not your half-eaten candy canes. Elves and beavers only beyond this point. No reindeer allowed. no reindeer allowed. Are we finally getting a reindeer? I literally thought our last one was going to be a reindeer. Okay, look at, here it is again. Strictly no reindeer beyond this point. I thought this last one was going to be a reindeer because it said something like Dasher Dash. And I was like, Dasher, isn't Dasher the name of one of the reindeer? You know, Prancer and Dancer and, wait. This is a song I've sang 10 million times, like anything of the words. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Okay, is it Donner or Donder? There's the question. And obviously we know Rudolph. Okay, let's see what animal it is. It's gray. So I don't think it's going to be a reindeer. That's fine. What could be gray? Okay, pause the video and let me know in the comments what you think we're going to be making with this gray yarn. Okay, what is our other color of yarn? Usually there's two at least. Okay, like a tan yarn and a white yarn. Maybe we're making a polar bear? All right, we have the floof and we have a handle. Riker. Okay, Riker definitely sounds like it could be a polar bear name. And let's see who we're making. I'm sorry. Are we actually making a reindeer? Are we finally making a reindeer? All of this drama that I've made about wanting to crochet a reindeer. Are we finally getting to crochet a reindeer or, I don't know, caribou or something? Riker. Oh my gosh. I feel almost like embarrassed now. I've been just like complaining about this for 3 days because I really wanted to make a reindeer. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, Riker. Riker the caribou, but you know what? I'll take it. Riker the caribou. Look at that beard. I am obsessed with Riker's beard. Oh my gosh, and the antlers. I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now, oh my gosh. I apologize to the alpaca and to the beaver. I shouldn't have complained about them not being holiday animals, but I just really wanted to do a reindeer. All right, let's do a reindeer. You guys, I'm being humbled again. So, do you remember back in Vlogmas Day 1 where I was saying, man, I love the woofles, these are so awesome. Just know that if you're a more advanced crocheter, you're gonna be skipping through a lot because you'd have to watch like step by step of how to do it. I was like, I wonder if there's a way to download the pattern, and I just like couldn't figure it out. Y'all were telling me in the comments on Vlogmas Day 1 that there is a way to download the pattern. It's literally right at the top of the screen. It literally says download pattern, and I just missed it completely. So I do dearly apologize to the woofles. I am going to download the pattern. I might still use the video some if I need it, and I might need it. I have learned so much. I've been crocheting for 25 years and I have still learned so much from the woofles. It's crazy. I did not know how to do an invisible decrease. I didn't know how to do this little bobble for a tail. I didn't know how to do an invisible fasten off. Is that what it's called? Yeah, there's been a lot of little things. Even like some different ways to do magic rings. I'm still honestly using my old way of doing magic ring instead of theirs, but I have a new way to do it now, and that's so cool. Even the technique for like how we did this girl's hair, like, oh, and how we did the beaver's nose. I always mess up embroidery things, and this taught me how to do the nose, I feel like, correctly. So I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna attempt to do it with the pattern, probably until I get to his beard. I feel like I'm gonna really need them to show me how to do that beard.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay.
Y'all know I'm always real with you. Tonight I'm gonna be like extra real with you. I don't want to finish this wibble tonight. Is that okay? Like, he's 95% done, 99% done. Like, I literally have all the parts. They're all done. Do you ever get to this point where you just don't want to sew it together? I think it's the fact that I'm literally falling asleep sitting up because it's a little after 1 a.m. And for my regulars, you'll be excited to know that I have decently flipped my sleep schedule. Decently. I mean, I'm not on like a great sleep schedule, but I used to be completely nocturnal. I used to like go to bed at like 5 or 6 a.m. every night. It was chaos. But now I'm going to bed at, you know, late hours, but like normal late hours, like between midnight and 2 a.m. compared to going to bed at like 5 or 6 or 7 a.m. Are you guys gonna hate me if I don't finish Riker the caribou until tomorrow? I think I have to wait and finish him tomorrow. I also think that this is good practice for me because as we've talked about on some of like the live streams about doing Vlogmas, y'all have been so sweet. Y'all are like, oh my gosh, if you miss a day, it's okay. Like, don't burn yourself out. And I'm like, no, I am doing every single day. And I am determined I am going to do every single day. I even got some comments on like the Vlogmas videos about, you know, it's okay if you miss a day, don't burn yourself out. And I was like, guys, if it's a day where I'm really tired or not feeling well, like we can just do a chill day. I can just sit and talk to the camera for even just 5 minutes. We hang out, I post it, and it's Vlogmas. But I want most of the videos to be, you know, big and Christmassy and Vlogmasy and doing adventures. And for the first 12 days, doing our woobles. And I would really, really love to finish this caribou tonight so y'all could see him in this video, because like that's what my brain is telling me you should do. You should finish this in this video. But my body is telling me that I need to go get some rest because it is 1:08. I just watched it turn from 1:07 to 1:08 a.m. And you know, that's what Vlogmas is so good for, is that we're gonna do this again tomorrow. And tomorrow we will do day 8 of the advent calendar and we will finish Riker I almost said Riker the reindeer. Wait, wouldn't Riker the reindeer make sense instead of Riker the caribou? Ooh, I wonder if that's on purpose. Is that on purpose? Because there was Lana the alpaca instead of Lana the llama. It could have been Lana the llama and Riker the reindeer, but it's Riker the caribou and Lana the alpaca. Is this on purpose? Are we doing like an anti-alliteration thing? I'm very intrigued, Woobles. I'm very intrigued, but this caribou, I almost said reindeer again, is going to be so cute. But I do think I have to listen to my body and do it tomorrow. I'm so sorry. We will do it tomorrow first thing, and it's gonna be so much fun. He's gonna turn out so cute. And for now, he's gonna go up here with my other little guys. Friends, thank you so much for joining me on another day of Vlogmas. I am so glad we decided to do this. I'm just so glad. It has already been so much fun and we're really just getting started. There are so many things that I am so excited to do. There's a lot of fun stuff happening soon in Nashville and I just can't wait to take y'all along on the journey. I think in a few days we're gonna go to like a little craft fair. I think we're going to a Christmas tree lighting, maybe if the weather is good enough. I kind of want to take y'all to like the Opryland Resort. Do you know what I'm talking about? In Nashville, there's this hotel that is kind of like a whole city inside the hotel. Like there's literally a river inside of the hotel and there's buildings and they go all out for Christmas. Like they decorate all the buildings and there's fake snow. There's like waterfalls inside of this building. It is so weird. I don't understand the Opryland Resort, but it's really beautiful, especially around the holidays. So that could be a fun little thing that we do. I want to take you guys to Zoolumination. I haven't been to Zoolumination, so I don't like know the full extent of it, but some of my friends have gone in the past and they say it's beautiful. It's basically like a big light display like at the zoo. It is supposed to be just absolutely gorgeous. And as always, if y'all have things that you would like to see in our Vlogmas videos, let me know in the comments below. I'm just so excited for our community to be spending so much time together as this year comes to a close. I feel like everything has shifted in the last few years in our community. I've been doing content creation pretty much full time for the last like 5-ish years, but it was really just the last 2 years that we started doing our long form and our live streaming. And we're literally about to hit 100 weeks. December 22nd will be 100 weeks of us doing Monday Crochet. Now I know I've had to miss a few for travel and life and things like that, but it is just crazy that generally speaking, we've been doing this for 100 weeks together. So thank y'all so much for showing up every week. And right now for showing up every day. Oh my gosh, y'all are just so insanely supportive of me doing this whole crazy Vlogmas journey. Like I even remember like on day 1, which was I think 30 minutes long, so many people were like, it's too short, I wish it was longer. I'm glad there's one tomorrow. And I was like, that's crazy. You guys are just truly the best community. and I feel very thankful for all of you, and I'm glad that we're going to be, like I said, wrapping up this year together, just spending a ton of time together, taking it slow, taking care of ourselves, and doing some crafting and some cozy winter activities. Well, friends, I think that wraps up another day of Vlogmas. So as always, if you're new here, welcome to the Sunflower family. My name is Auna, and normally we do new videos every single Monday. We do crafting and crochet and DIY, thrifting, Renaissance festivals, cat videos, and a little bit of everything cozy, quirky, and whimsical. I would normally say see you next week, but I'll see you tomorrow.